Ciao bedazzi and welcome back to my channel. This time we're stepping into a city unlike any other, and we're moving far away from Sicily. Istanbul, where two continents meet and 15 million stories unfold every day. A place shaped by empires, fates, and endless layers of history. Here, the ancient and the modern don't just coexist, they collide. Straddling two continents, Europe and Asia, it's a place where history is not just remembered but lived every single day. For over 2,500 years, this city has been known by many names: Byzantium, Constantinople, and has been the capital of three great empires: Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman. Each empire left its mark, shaping a unique cultural icon that blends the East and the West, the ancient and the modern, the sacred and the secular. In this video, we'll walk through narrow cobblestone streets and vast imperial places. We'll explore majestic mosques and bustling markets, from the ancient walls of Hagia Sophia to the lively chaos of the Grand Bazaar. We'll glide along the shimmering waters of the Bosphorus, where two worlds meet and mingle. Through it all, the haunting call of the muezzin rises from the city's countless minarets. A timeless echo that weaves fades into the fabric of everyday life, inviting all to pause and listen. And we'll finish under the fading light of a sunset, savoring flavors that tell stories as old as the city itself. Along the way, you'll meet the city's silent witnesses, the ubiquitous street cats, guardians of Istanbul's alleyways and secrets. Subtitles are available. Turn them on to catch every detail. Now let's step into a city that defies easy description, a city that must be felt. Do you know where we are right now in Istanbul?
No.
Classic. Our journey begins in Fatih, the historic heart of Istanbul, named after Sultan Mehmed II, the conqueror who in 1453 brought down the walls of Constantinople and changed the course of history. Here, every street corner tells a story, every stone whispers of empires past. Walking down Ordu Caddesi, the energy is palpable. Street vendors shout their wares. The scent of fresh simit, sesame-crusted bread rings, fills the air. People rush past, weaving through the narrow streets that have been walked for centuries. Then, the first towering sight: Hagia Sophia. Built in 537 AD under Emperor Justinian, it was the world's largest cathedral for nearly 1,000 years. Its massive dome, once thought an architectural miracle, seems to float above you, defying gravity. Hagia Sophia's walls have seen Christian emperors and Muslim sultans. Its mosaics, some hidden under plaster for centuries, reveal stories of faith and cultures intertwined. Walking inside, the space is immense. A cavernous silence punctuated by footsteps and soft light filtering through the stained glass. Across the square stands the Blue Mosque, Sultan Ahmed Mosque, completed in 1616. Its minarets command attention, a bold statement of Ottoman power and artistry. Inside, over 20,000 handmade Iznik tiles in rich blue and turquoise decorate walls and ceilings, casting a calm, almost spiritual glow. Here, tradition meets grandeur in every arch and dome. Next, the Basilica Cistern awaits, an underground water reservoir built to supply the Great Palace. Descending into its cool, shadowy depths, hundreds of ancient columns arise from dark, still waters, some carved with mysterious Medusa heads. It's a hidden world beneath the city's hustle, a reminder that Istanbul's foundations are as layered as its stories. As daylight fades, the day closes with a quintessential experience: dinner with a sizzling kebab. The smoky aroma, tender meat, and vibrant spices are as much a part of Istanbul's heritage as its monuments. Day 2 begins on the shimmering waters of the Bosphorus Strait, the natural divide between Europe and Asia. The cruise offers a unique vantage point, panoramic views of Istanbul's silhouette, where mosques and palaces rise from the water's edge. On one side, the old city's historic buildings, and on the other, modern neighborhoods spread along the Asian shore. Here, continents meet and histories converge in a dance as old as time. This is an unmissable experience should you choose to visit Istanbul. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the great views the city has to offer. Back on land, the Yeni Mosque, the new mosque, graces the Eminönü district. Commissioned in the 17th century, its elegant domes and minarets frame the bustling harbor, blending faiths with the frenetic energy of the spice market nearby. The Grand Bazaar follows, one of the largest and oldest markets in the world, with over 4,000 shops.
After the boat tour, which is something I highly recommend because it's 2 hours of extremely good views, we're about to get lost inside the Grand Bazaar.
It's an overwhelming maze of colors, sounds, and smells. Glittering lamps, rich carpets, leather goods, and jewelry, all vying for attention.
The smells inside the bazaar are incredible, and the vendors scream to attract their customers just like they do in Sicily. It feels like being at home.
Bargaining is an art here, an ancient dance between the seller and the buyer. Just steps away is the Egyptian spice market, smaller but no less vibrant. Here, spices pile high, fragrant cinnamon, sharp sumac, fragrant saffron, their aromas mixing with the salty sea air. Turkish delights, soft, fragrant, and sweet, offer a delicious pause. Their rose water and pistachio flavors are a taste of tradition, a candy souvenir of a city that embraces both the old and the new.
One cool thing about Istanbul is that shop seems to be grouped by the stuff that they sell. For example, right now in this area, they just sell stuff for babies, clothes and food. And Palermo was also like that back in the days. There were districts that were only selling specific items. And it's a pity that we've lost that.
Rain clouds gather as day 3 begins, adding a soft melancholy to Istanbul's vibrant energy.
It's a very rainy last day here in Istanbul, and I'm going to visit the other side of the city, around Taxim Square.
From Vatnachiler metro station, we plunge beneath the streets into the city's beating heart. A short ride brings us to the Shishane station, emerging into the European side of the city. Galata Tower rises ahead, a medieval watchtower offering sweeping views of the city's sprawling skylines and the winding Bosphorus below. Climbing to the top, you feel Istanbul's vastness, its endless layers of history and life. The streets unfold into Istiklal Caddesi, a vibrant artery filled with shops, cafes, and historic churches. Here, cultures mingle. The echoes of the past meet the buzz of contemporary life.
Taxim Square is an extremely important place for all the people of Istanbul.
Back towards Fatih, the cobblestone streets of Eminönü offer a glimpse of everyday Istanbul. Artisans, vendors, and the timeless rhythm of markets and mosques. The day closes atop the Bazaar rooftop, with a panoramic sunset that bathes the city in amber light. The Sultan's eggplant kebab, rich and smoky, flavors the air as Istanbul slips into the night. A city forever alive, forever inviting. As the night falls and the city quiets, the muezzin's voice once again fills the air, soaring across rooftops and waterways. A beautiful reminder that Istanbul's spirit is as alive in its prayers as it is in its streets. Istanbul is not a place you simply visit, it's a place you absorb. It clings into your skin, settles into your memory, and follows you long after you've gone. It's in the scent of the spice markets and the warmth of a glass of tea offered by a stranger, in the rhythm of the ferries crossing continents and the silence beneath ancient domes. It's a city of echoes, of empires, of traders, poets, and dreamers, where history is always just beneath your feet, and beauty hides in the in-between, in the chipped tiles, the cracked steps, the faces passing by. Istanbul never stands still. It invites you to get lost, to look deeper, and if you're willing, to listen. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, take care.